Hello everyone and welcome to Galaxy 89 Cars. Today I'm bringing you an in-depth tour of a 2014 Porsche 911 991 GT3. This GT3 has a 3.8 litre flat six that produces 475 brake horsepower and 325 foot-pounds of torque with a 0 to 62 mph or 100 km/h time of 3.5 seconds, which is up 0.4 of a second on the previous GT3, and it has a top speed of 196 mph. All of that performance comes from this extremely busy 6-cylinder engine that revs to 9,000 RPM. Despite all of its aluminium and carbon fibre, it has a curb weight of 1430 kilograms, which some say is far too much for a GT3. This car has a very high specification and amongst other things includes the sport exhaust system. It is 4,545mm long, 1852mm wide and 1269mm high. Significant aerodynamic upgrades have been made to the GT3 with a new front splitter and titanium coloured intakes that feed air through the car. The wing and uprights are made of a strong synthetic material and add greater downforce at the rear in addition to new diffuser and undercar panelling. The ram air intake is now one unit. This car features Porsche's Stability Management or PSM, electronic controls for the stability and traction control that only intervene at the limits of performance, and are designed to let the driver direct the experience. The GT3 has front and rear 20-inch forged wheels that are dished at the rear and come with Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2 tyres and a Trick tyre pressure monitoring system that keeps track of pressure and heat. As well as active torque vectoring, the GT3 has rear wheel steering that aids the car's already impressive handling by steering in the opposite direction to the front wheels below 50 mph and the same over that. This model has been spec'd with the Porsche ceramic brakes, which offer greater braking performance, are 50% lighter than conventional discs, and therefore reduce unsprung and rotational mass. This GT3 also includes smart Porsche bi-xenon headlights. The GT3 has Porsche's distinctive car-shaped key fob, unfortunately not colour-coded here. It features buttons to lock and unlock the car, as well as open the front boot. The door handle raises upwards. We are greeted with a minimalistic yet purposeful interior, classic Porsche. The interior is upholstered in mainly grey Alcantara with Guards red contrast stitching, but is accented with carbon fibre and has leather around the dash and seats. This car comes with the bucket seats, Sport Chrono and Club Sport packs, hence the rear roll bars. The sill has an aluminium, non-illuminated plaque with GT3. It is low but not that wide, so entering and exiting the car isn't a problem. As with all my videos, I will do a quick point of view sweep of the interior before I go into more depth. on the door. Carbon fibre leads us from the rear to a polished door handle and controls for the windows and mirrors. The door is upholstered in Alcantara and features a large speaker as part of the Sound Package Plus, as well as very good storage, one open area and one closed. To the right of the wheel we find the key port and controls for the exterior lights, as well as the first of the 4 air vents, once again surrounded nicely in carbon. As this car has a PDK, we find only 2 pedals, and the parking brake above that. There is one paddle either side of the wheel, which is finished in Alcantara and is designed to be simple yet purposeful. The dash from left to right, oil temperature and pressure, the speedo with a tachometer, a central rev counter, a digital display that can display the performance data, trip and nav, and finally water and fuel levels. There is also a small dial that can be used to reset the recent distance counter. The dash is in leather and features a Sport Chrono timer. The Sport Chrono pack comes with the dash timer and enhanced capabilities to record and display track times. The 4.6-inch TFT touchscreen can be used to display various functions, such as the tuner, media, phone connectivity, navigation and map. There is also a car button that shows various information on the status of the car. This screen can be controlled using the buttons, rollers, or by touch. The lower buttons and switches control the car's air conditioning and circulation. As previously said, this car has a 7-speed PDK gearbox with no option for a manual. The PDK stick can be pushed to the left and used as a sequential changer. The PDK box adds weight to the car, but Porsche say it can change in less than 100 milliseconds, which provides an overall performance increase over a manual box. We can see here from top to bottom the stick goes from park to reverse to neutral and then to drive with the manual option to the left. The panel below offers controls for sport mode in the transmission, suspension and exhaust. There is also a car axle lift, and if you're mad enough, you can disengage the ESC. Behind this there is a small storage space. The seats are constructed from carbon fibre and upholstered in leather and Alcantara. There is a pull underneath to move the seats back and forth as required. Interior storage space in the GT3 is actually very good. There are 2 door spaces I showed you earlier. As well as this, there is a space between the seats, the illuminated passenger side glove compartment, and a very innovative, well-designed concealed cup holder. The Club Sport pack totally seals the rear of the interior off with the addition of a roll cage, but I'm sure items could still be stored behind the seats. The GT3 also has Porsche side impact support system that comes as standard with bars in each door and side airbags. The rear and front bonnet release catches can be found to the right of the driver's seat. The front boot is surprisingly deep and could easily accommodate the weekly shopping run, or luggage for a short trip. Each side has illuminated vanity mirrors within the sun visors, and reading lights as always are found in the centre. So that concludes my tour of this stunning 2014 991 GT3. This car is currently for sale at Super Futura. As always, links are in the description. Please subscribe for all the latest content, and until next time, cheers.